welcome to my channel, The Ready Nurse Day. Go ahead and like this video, give it a thumbs up, and drop a comment below at the end. Let me know what you thought about this video. Follow me on Instagram at _The Ready Nurse Nay to stay updated on my journey. Today's topic, I got notes, so I'll be looking down. What we'll be talking about, self-care. Yes, that infamous topic, self-care, especially for the student nurse edition. But this could be for anyone, whether you're a college student, you're a student nurse, or anything. It doesn't matter. Self-care is important for all of us. It's good for our mental health. It's good for our well-being, for our overall just happiness, for us to kind of be our best self. Some of these tips are things that you should be doing all the time anyway. But what happens, when you get stressed, it's so easy to neglect yourself. It's so easy to not do the things that you know you're supposed to do. So some of these tips are going to be things that you should be doing all the time. Some things that you could be doing more of, especially in stressful times. But hopefully these tips are beneficial for you. Let's talk about self-care. Why is self-care important? Self-care is important because life is stressful, guys. Life is stressful with this pandemic. People, family members and loved ones who have died, dealing with relationships, dealing with, for me being a student nurse, if you're in college or things like that, dealing with the stresses and the stressors of those things, dealing with stresses on the job, dealing with health issues, dealing with raising children, paying bills. All these things and many more that are super stressful if you are dealing with some type of traumatic situation that you have dealt with in the past, healing and recovering from that. Those are some stressful things. And what happens when we are stressed, it's easy to neglect ourselves and to kind of try to put ourselves on the back burner to take care of everyone else or other people. A lot of times it's easy for us to do that, but that's not healthy. If you're not taking care of yourself, and you are run down and beat up, how can you expect to take care of other people and take care of your family? You're running on 50% because you're not taking care of yourself. How can you expect to take care of your family? Your family needs that 100% of you. But if you're just running on 50% because you're not taking care of yourself, that's not beneficial for anybody. So you need to, as the little analogy goes, I've heard, if a plane is crashing, you need to put your own gas mask and air mask on before you can help your neighbor. Because if you don't, you're going to die without air and your neighbor will too. So you got to put your own gas mask and get your air in before you can put your oxygen mask on your neighbor. And that's kind of what self-care is about. And that's how I look at it. So it's not selfish or anything to take care of yourself. I think if anything, it's just expressing love. You're taking care of yourself so you can take care of your family or others, or do your job and things like that to the best of your ability. So these are some tips to help you with that, especially through all these stressors of life with the pandemic and so many just general stressors that are just there in life that people are dealing with. You need to take care of yourself. And these are some tips to kind of help you, just some things to practice to put into play that will help you with your self-care. So first tip for practicing self-care, especially for student nurses or anybody, you need to drink water. Isn't that simple? I got my little glass here. Water. You see that? Drink water. Why? Water is good for you, okay? Like, your body is made up of a lot of water. I don't know the exact percentage, you can look it up, but your body is made up of water. Your cells need water. Water is good for your skin. It's good for your hair, your nails. It's good for your bowels and your intestinal tract so that you're not constipated. It keeps your skin moisturized. And it also can help you with your memory and remembering things, to feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Drinking water is good for you. It's good for you. It can revitalize your energy stores so you're not like dehydrated and all tired and stuff. It's good for you. Drink water. And I think what happens too, it's very easy almost to like forget that when you're going through some type of stressful situation. It's very easy. I know for me, going from class to work, work to class, being at home, taking care of family and different things like that and studying, I can kind of go through a 3-hour class and be like, wow, I didn't even drink a sip of water. And then with the pandemic now, you don't want to drink out of the water fountains. You kind of have to bring your water. So it's like, if I didn't bring my water for the day, I just don't drink water for like 3 hours, which is crazy. So to kind of remedy that, I make sure I pack a water bottle the night before so that I'm able to drink water throughout my classes and throughout work and things like that. So take a water bottle and drink water. Take your water bottle to work, take it to the gym, drink water. It's good for you. You'll feel better. The next thing is take your prescribed medications and any vitamins and things like that if you do. What happens, I think, when people are stressed, it's very easy to skip meds or you don't refill your medications that you should, if people are dealing with like anxiety and things like that, maybe not taking their medications or anything like that. Maybe they're like, okay, I'll be okay. I'm going to power through it, not taking their medications or things like that. You need to take your medications the way that they're prescribed by your doctor. And why? What happens when you are stressed is like everything is like magnified when you are stressed. It's just magnified. And what happens is magnified in your life because you're stressed. And I feel like things are magnified in your body because you're stressed. So if you have some type of health condition, whatever it may be, it can really be aggravated even more so when you're stressed. So you really need to make sure you take your medications even more so than when you're not stressed. You need to really take your medications as prescribed by your doctor. And if you're dealing with anxiety or depression or something like that, make sure you're taking your medications, especially during stressful situations to help control and relieve some of those symptoms you're feeling. That's very important. Take those medications, guys. Important. My next tip. And also vitamins. Take some vitamins, maybe a 1-a-day vitamin or vitamin C or whatever, some different supplements to help with different things. That could be beneficial for you. Take some vitamins if that's something that you do. That can be good and beneficial for you as well. Also, my biggest thing, mental health, get therapy if you need it. Sometimes when different stressors go through life, especially, it's hard to kind of process things because we're so busy. You never get a time to just kind of sit and think. I definitely am an advocate, for protecting your mental health and getting therapy if you need it. When my dad passed, I did grief therapy, and it was very helpful to me. It helps to, they can help you to identify healthy ways of grieving, and different ways, healthy ways of grieving to know that it's healthy, and they can identify unhealthy ways of grieving, so that can help. If someone passed, a loved one passed, you can get grief therapy. If you're dealing with mental health issues, anxiety, depression, any type of mood disorder, seek a therapist, seek a psychiatrist, and get help. Protect your mental health. The next thing, I think I put this in another video, I talked about student nurse burnout, was to, and how to avoid, or what to do if you hit student nurse burnout. And this is one of the tips there. And I put it in here because it's part of self-care, is reward yourself every now and then. Every now and then, reward yourself. If you are working hard, especially like for me in school and stuff like that, when I'm passing different little tests and different exams, I try to reward myself, whether it's doing something small like getting a cup of coffee once a week at Starbucks, or maybe it's a new lip gloss or something like that I wanted to try. I might buy, nothing fancy or nothing, but just if something I want to try. Just different little ways to reward yourself. It could be something, just taking a bath. Taking a bubble bath is a way to reward yourself, or having a glass of wine, at the end of the day, or something after you've passed or done, just to reward yourself. Different little things that you can kind of treat yourself with, whenever you can, it just makes you happy. I think it's good for your mind. It's good for your self-care. You're working hard. You need to play a little hard. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Socialize. That's another thing. Don't isolate yourself. When people are stressed, they tend to like withdraw. Kind of like sometimes animals are pet puppies, pet dogs. When they are dying, they withdraw to die alone. And some people, as people, sometimes we can do that when we're going through something difficult or stressful. We want to withdraw and go alone, but that's not good. It's not good, especially if you're in a dark place. You need to be around people who are going to encourage you and inspire you, or talk to a therapist who are going to point out any negative behaviors that you're experiencing, or any dangerous behaviors that you're experiencing, and bring those out to light. How to treat that, how to fix that, how to get past that. Another thing is, make sure you're organized. I find whenever I'm not organized, I'm stressed. I'm stressed when, if I don't prepare and prep stuff the night before, when I'm waking up the morning of, and I'm having to rush and get things together, I'm very stressed. So, practicing self-care to eliminate stresses from your life. Be organized. Organize things the night before. Organize your work stuff and your school stuff the night before, so that when you wake up the morning of, you're ready to go. Get organized. Organize meal prep. Do meal prep. Grocery shop on the weekend. If you work during the weekend, you're off on the weekend. Grocery shop on your off days so you can get things done. Get as organized as you possibly can to eliminate those stressors of having to rush last minute. Another thing, exercise. Everybody says it's exercise, right? But it's crazy. It's amazing how great you feel after you exercise. When I exercise, I feel like, oh, I did something good for myself, something good for my body. It helps you to relieve stress when you're sweating and stuff like that, and getting your heart rate up. It also helps you to sleep better at night. Exercise. It's good for your heart. It's good for your lungs. It's good for your body. Exercise. Try to fit that in however you can. You don't have to go to the gym. Do some exercises at home. But whatever it is, exercise. You will feel better. Helps you. It's not always about, you don't have to be losing weight to exercise. You're exercising because you want to work out and exercise and strengthen your heart and your lungs. And it's good for your mental health and your brain and stuff. Exercise. The next thing I have on here is take a summer vacation and mini holiday trips. So for me, as with all I'm doing in my life, especially being a nursing student, it's very important for me to kind of find ways to break away from reality. And the way that I can do that is taking little trips. So definitely for this summer, we're taking a trip, a big family trip. We're going somewhere nice. And then when we have our spring breaks and our holiday breaks, I try to take a small little holiday trip to go different little places, just to take a break from reality and rest and relax and refresh. And if you can do that, I recommend you do those things. Take your vacation time, take your PTO time. If you earned it, use it, okay? And the last thing I have on here is drink responsibly, and do not do drugs. Don't do drugs, okay? They're bad for you. And drink responsibly. I think what happens when we're stressed, it's easier to try to find comfort in temporary things, and one of those temporary things could be alcohol, or drugs or something. But do not do drugs. They're bad for you. And if you're gonna drink responsibly. It's okay to have a little glass of wine each night or whatever, but don't do it. If you're having 4, 5, 6, 7 in one night, you might need to talk to somebody. You might talk to a therapist, because that's a little much. A little stat, or a little whatever here, statistic here. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, you can go to their website. For women, it is, it's moderate to low risk range. It's kind of in the norm range for a woman to drink. You can have 1 drink per day and no more than 3 drinks per day. And you can have a max of 7 drinks per week. For men, it's in the normal range to drink 2 drinks per day, but no more than 4 in a day. And about up to 14 drinks per week. So those are a lot of drinks. But for men, you shouldn't be drinking more than 4 drinks in a day. For women, you shouldn't be drinking more than 3 in a day. Women, 7 in a week. Men, 14 in a week. If you're drinking over those limits, maybe you're trying to compensate for some type of stressor or some type of pain or something going on in your life, you need to talk to a counselor. Talk to a counselor and seek help. Protect your mind and protect your body, because this is controlling this. So you need to make sure this is strong and this is protected. And the way to do that, seek counseling, exercise, drink your water and things like that. So these are some simple things, but and it's things that I do to make sure I'm healthy and stuff. But there are also things that I need to do more of, so that I can make sure that I'm protecting my mind and my promoting my self-care and my health and well-being, and promoting my mental health, because that's important. I want to make sure that I'm my best self, to take care of my family and to pass my classes and to be the best employee and best friend and best student and best everything that I can be. for my family and for my loved ones, and things of that sort. And I think that's important for you as well. So take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, get help if you need it. And nothing wrong with it. Get help if you need it, and take care of yourself. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Some of this stuff is general stuff, but it's easy to forget when you're in a stressful situation. So go ahead, like this video, give me a thumbs up, drop me some comments below, subscribe to the channel if this is something that you were interested in. Follow the journey, and stay tuned on what's coming next. All right, bye guys. Y'all have a blessed one.